Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. Alright, getting right into it. Found this interesting pattern here, which really I was looking for squirmy worm patterns because I did get some the rubber material, which nice and long. All the stress ball kind of toy things I was finding locally, I can only find ones with tendrils this about that long max, but real stretchy, real nice. And these are hairline, but they're the casters. Yep, in the original color too, glow in the dark. But stumbled into this one, fat fingered fly tire, and it's called the Dirty Harry. And let's see. It's the creation of Captain Harry Miraculous. It's a simple, buggy creation reminiscent of a drag and drop carp fly on steroids. Originally designed for targeting coastal species in Harry's home, the Outer Banks region of North Carolina, the fly has proven effective on countless species in fresh and salt. 69 total as of 2024. In Harry's count. Tied up here on a 1/0, Gamakatsu C15. This fly has just the right combination of movement and flash to clean up in the Louisiana marsh. And I'm not sure what really it's supposed to represent. Maybe a crustacean. Maybe a crustacean eating a worm. However, here she blow. Oops. And it's just gonna get back on the deceivers. The feathers came. So for this thing, that's a bad idea. I did also pull out some feathers I should probably put aside. I'm gonna make a longer one. And I was wondering too if tying in the feathers, so I think when tying in bucktail, I need to tie it closer to the hook. And when tying in the hackle feathers, I'm wondering if I should splice them out more rather than having them all, especially on larger flies, so they don't look like an eel or something. Another thing, which going to try to remember to tie a ton of these, honestly. This, I forget what it was called. It was like something leech. I can look it up anyway. Mine's like a simplified version of a super simple pattern, but I just threw it in this vase here and it was magnificent. So that's going to be sick to be able to crank out color combinations without thinking about it, because it's real close to a pattern I've been not able to get out of my mind, I guess. It's essentially that, but with mallard flank as a collar. Okay. I'm going to do this on a size, I think this is size 2. Maybe I should get it. Yeah, this table here was a bad idea, but immediately in the way. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is like the register voice that did not sound like he's saying something. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. Holy crap, that sounded like a Japanese ghost, like in the movies. When you don't expect to hear sounds. Yeah, dude. You also see the size difference finally. This desk here's a little small for this chair. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in here. Greetings from Southeast Florida. Am I okay? No. So, let's see. Hey there, pizza. An evening, Sean. Yes. Is this a guy's bed? No, this out. Now my workspace. It was my childhood, like, room. I recently, or, anyways, doesn't matter. Hope everyone's night is golden. Trying to get the light right too. Dirty Harry. A lot of brackish areas, so. And I really do like how the grain deceivers are coming out. And I've been meaning to send Nate some flies. But I didn't just want to send deceivers. I don't have any other pattern I think are, I don't know, fishable, I guess. Because I haven't really tested anything besides Sabiki. Well, you know something. Should probably be on a shorter shank, but maybe not. Let me just poke in this wee pile of hooks for a split second. Oh, jeez. Alright, this is gonna take some getting used to. Change the setup every day as I'm able to like get more areas clear. Alright. Ooh, sandwich box. Got these as far as short shanks. Don't want too short. Don't like. Try the in-betweener. Ow! Whoops. God dang. This chair is much too big. Remain calm. It is just a chair that is too big. I'm finally getting antsy enough to get back wandering. Yikes. One more, just like quick view real quick, 'cause I feel like everything I have is so freaking short or long. But starting to get a better range of hooks. Don't have a local shop, so a little tedious, but doing online. A lot of hook shapes, totally different sizes and brands. Early morning. What time is it near you? Don't mind me asking, Vivo. Hey, Mike. I have, oop, been having a hard time getting started earlier, but 2:07 here in Southeast Florida. Hope this isn't too short. There are a few patterns that I have no idea what it's supposed to represent, right? And so I look it up. Neither does anyone else. So, Crazy Charlie's like that too, like a vague crustacean. And I do keep in mind that there are so many more species down there than I've seen, like either in identification guides or in person. Oh, dang. It's aggressive. I also want to tie, but then I think I might have misunderstood. I came again to the Flysmith stream late, but I've been doing a bunch of really tedious stuff. It's been hard to sit down before. Let me wax this a little bit. Put some glue. Gotta start trying this stuff out. But I don't understand. It's like every bottle of glue I get is worse. Why is this bottle shape legal? You're going in and out of the bottle. If anything, it should be like in, ow. Well, maybe not that, because then the corners. But I've never used the cement stuff. I'm trying to resist the urge to smell it. Nice brush. Ah. Like it was very sure of itself. I'll try to get some like for intercoastal. I'm trying to make a guide, I mean a cheat sheet, if you will, for hook sizes and species around here. And I do fish for ladyfish, so I don't mind. I read about on forums a lot about the when people are fishing for bonefish and ladyfish goes for it. But I thought that was hella tasty. I guess it just tastes like whatever seasonings you put in it. Oh shit, see, I don't understand. Excuse me, I didn't mean to have a tantrum here publicly, but why does it move so much? Does this not do metal either? To any fly tires that need a place to crash, you are more than welcome to stay here for absolutely free fly tying lessons, 20%. You know, life has no rules. And I'm not even kidding. I wish there's local sailing clubs, but well, I can't afford that. I don't think I could even focus like if I won on a radio show like free sailing lessons. My mind would be adrift. I think I don't like have a goal of wanting whatever for my personal life like in the future, except like to be in a mental space where I can focus on something like that. God, why does it move so much? It's like the more I do it, the more it moves. Jesus, dear Christ. Should I score the hook first or what? Oh, I'm like, hey, Wally. It does. The clippy of flies. Maybe the wax. This one uses Arctic Fox, and I actually do have some finally, but in like bright ass colors. And I want a maybe I'll really use this bit and then nope. Like rip it. So the species I'm trying to focus on is pretty much snook, and sands. I wish there's more information on sand purge. Like, I wish more people fished for it. Like, on the fly. Cause how much is too much? It looks to be about like a hook length going out. Oops. It's always a brain fart. Oop. I'll never be able to get over this thread. It is invisible. It blends right in. Can use it for surf candy. So I'm always a little unsure about is how far into the bend is it legal to go? Some of the first things I tried go like all the way. That's fine because I could always make it shorter. What's also false, I'm like really craving. I have to find pistachios pretty immediately that aren't $1 million because I'd like a decent amount. Ah, gross. Oh. Ah, it's the worst sounds. It sounds like glass or something. Hitting the GSP on the hook. Is that not enough? Too much? Sometimes when most all of the time, a hard time kind of like conceptualizing how and why things are where they are, I guess, and why what materials are used. And again, found this pattern here at Fat Finger Fly Tire. Flash. Ooh. God, this desk has gotta go. Oh, little board is filling up nicely. Then I could give some to my friend. I do want to tie more clousers, but also with Marabou too. Marabou blew my mind. So if anything's like short, I'm gonna use Marabou. And if it's got length, marabou, like bucktail, and or feathers. But yeah, the short, I could handle being super short, which I'm sure is common knowledge, but real nice. 8 to 12 strands. Trying to just get 2 strands of this yellowy pearl. I wish boy skirt. Although the last year has been persistent, I wish it was a little more productive. I could like, I never know how much is too much of this stuff either. Yeah, so snook, pompano, palometa. I'm never sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Ladyfish. And barracuda. Starting to try to figure out like the differences between the patterns, like how tarpon kind of needlefishy. There was something that, oh yeah, the mesh tube. I gotta find some green flexo cord, cause I already was gonna be making CUDA tubes. I just haven't gotten the materials yet. And then for a while, I was gonna try to use some old extension cords and hoses with beads. But I'm seeing a flexo cord barracuda fly, like green. And I'm trying to find like the flies that are essentially cross species. Like anything will take that fly. Or flies. And big sopping ones that I could throw with a bait caster. Or spinning reel, but the bait caster's fun with them. Feels more tactile. Now for the worm, or what have you. Dirty Harry's, perhaps a crustacean eating worm. Excuse my ignorance. match the lure size to the bait fish in the area. Oh, right on. Yeah, finger mullet is a really... I was trying to think of bait fish that were fished whole too, like live bait. So I know a lot are fished cut. I have misplaced, I have found the lighter. I'm trying to also figure out ways to finish this off. The most of the chenille I have is cotton or something, or wool. I'm not sure what is it usually made out of. I feel like I should. Anyway, so maybe resin or nail polish or something, or head cement at the ends, because it's natural fiber, so I can't cut it, or burn it rather. Aye. Dirty Harry. I was just like scrolling around, but the last sentence of the article was that you gotta bite first, cast, and got a little striped mullet, so I'm not the best at picking flies because I'm not really sure how to. I know like stuff that they say online, the one size fits all flies, but a lot of things, I'm just like, I mean, I'm not comfortable not knowing, as in like I'm not going to put in the effort to learn. I'm just not expecting to understand too much of certain things until I'm able to tactilely like experience such. Like I could read like the first time casting a fly rod, just like a cheaper from online, but it was just totally different than what I expected. I was watching everything I could on it, which everything's like that. It's just an example. Let me find the S-Taz. Which this is Spirit Rivers. I'm wondering if they have like a rainbow prismatic one. The S-Taz that I have, I was just running low on. Got it from a eBay lot. And the package, well, the little label looks a little old. It's gorgeous though. It's one of the most impactful things, like material-wise. I mean, that bucktail and marabou and stuff, but like few things you could kind of, oh yeah, that's gonna look sick underwater. But bucktail for me at the beginning, I was like, how the hell is this gonna move underwater? Like I knew it was going to, but I didn't think it was gonna be as like majestic as it is, I guess. Please don't judge my wax. Trying to train myself to use this little swing arm. Oop. Iridescent. Oh, right on. No. Goddamn. Yeah. And sometimes I try to ask one person once, and I mean, I don't know what else I was supposed to get from it other than it's not supposed to. But yeah, there's a few things that worked like immediately because I noticed it with tails too, especially with bucktail. Like every now and then I'd pull too tight and be like, oh, no structural integrity. But for a long time I had a bad habit of lifting the thread up. Not lift, I'll demonstrate the habit in a second. But if I go here, ah, yeah, I need to find the S has like brand S. I don't know if it's a brand really. Oh, I don't know what I was doing. So I just slip between those fibers there. Resin or what? Is that big enough? Works on oily. It says like works on. I think I was thinking too much on the oily surface. Like it says everything before then. On metal, I'm not sure. immediately going to put some cat. Hello, focus. Hey. I might make for the Wise, I do believe so. Much appreciated voice code. I feel like I just have to trim. Yeah, so at the end of the, I caught the last like 45 minutes of the Ty's Fly stream, maybe hour. So I misunderstood, because that's the style bait fish I'm real keen on tying. Well, like learning to, but I'm not sure if that was EP fiber or crafter. Yeah, there's so many configurations of creatures down there that, and like a lot of patterns are open for interpretation. Like I was reading how they think that the Crazy Charlie and stuff, like those types of patterns, like I mean, a lot of them, like the impressionistic ones, I guess, is like this fishy, or not the impressionistic ones, like ones that can imitate multiple different things from crustaceans to bait fish. It's like the fish sees what it wants to see. Fish sees what it's hungry for. Now, see, this is an issue with stuff like this also, is if I throw this in this water right now, I would have no idea what to look out for. Like, I wouldn't know what this is supposed to move like. But I tell you what, that intercoastal, all kinds of weird crawly, also wormy things. Like, I found a pink bloodworm or leech like thing once. No, ribbon worm? It was something. Dang it. Well, Australia. I bet the fly fishing in Australia really bites, as in, like, you get infinite bites. That area looks mighty fine ocean-wise, but also, yeah. Australia has been a source of, like, aquatic terrors on the television since I was a kid. But paradise for real. I'm gonna tie another one of these, so I got two. And these are live bait hooks, the eagle claw ones. I'm still trying to find a shrimp pattern. Weighted, I guess. And also this thread is the 105 denier GSP by the Flysmith. Stuff is golden. It's pretty wild to see like products being like, you know, made by individuals and stuff, or like manufactured. Some are like you know, because like I don't know. I really like when people that make something or like engage in some form of handcraft, like either have materials made, manufactured, or come up with new materials. It's just really interesting. Never got to really see it live in person, like just kind of hear about it and trace like local businesses and like back in the day where everything would be on the same street essentially and all the materials too. Like Ruben's shop. Ruben knows the guy who makes some of the chenille. I don't know, it just feels like all of human history is intact. Just have to start sharing recipes too. Oh shoot. I forgot the eyes. I'm just gonna hurry up and tack on the marabou and then go back up and try not to forget, I guess. Very ethereal. Oh, right on. Yeah. I see. Yeah. New Zealand looks like a totally different planet. It's like New Zealand and Iceland are two places that looks as otherworldly. But so that's interesting. There's not as many species because, like, man, up until relatively recently, I did not know that UK didn't have rabies. You know, I thought they did have rabies, but no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, they don't. There's no rabies there for some reason. I mean, I guess I would have not a lot of need to think of rabies in the UK, but yeah, it blew my mind. And if you go with your pet, they have to go into what is that called? Did I pull some off or something? What's that called? Quarantine. Suppose that's not a word that hopefully next time the world like gets shut down, I will know how to sail without fail. be as least naive. I don't know how to word it. I try not to be as naive as can be. But sailing is one of those things that, like, you know how you watch like stuff not necessarily because you'd ever want to do it, but because it's very impressive, like Deadliest Catch. However, I would love to be a substitute chef one day, as long as the meals were like easy. I don't know what else I could do on one of those boats, but crap. I should have just put the eyes on. Now it's cursed. Oh well, Freda. I need to get a cup of water also for the desk, so I could like. It went way easier the first time. Dang, I still did. Well, I'm going back down there. Ooh. Ah. I also didn't make coffee tonight, so. God. Well, you probably can't hear me nicking the thread, but it's one of the most unsatisfying sounds. Yeah, it is cappuccino. Oh, rough. I might be out. Yeah, news is so grim last night. I was like, man, gotta have some ice cream. So, just, yeah, threw that in. Because I've been drinking, like, iced coffee and I just thought, I don't know, like, just more refreshing. I don't know why I was gonna use a bunch more words to say that, but the, on top of the ice, you just throw a ton of vanilla ice cream. What? Yeah. I know about affogato. I just never did that before. Instead of like whipped cream. And it was creamier when it melted. It was less oily because try to get the whipped cream in the like frozen food or freezer area at least. And when I lived alone, I used to just make it because there was no way I was about to buy that shit. Unless it's buy one, get one again, the freezer one. The whole milk one, yeah. But if you have like a metal bowl and you keep it in the freezer, you could just mix, and I think you could use whole milk too. But and if that oily like taste bothers you from whipped cream and that kind of stuff, which I don't like that flavor. I still haven't put the eyes on, but I think I caught it in time. Iced tea. Yeah, I wish I knew more iced teas. However, green tea is something I don't drink nearly enough of. Black tea can only be consumed in the winter here, or else it could make your stomach turn. The heat, whew, did not agree. Strongly disagreed. Green tea, don't do that to me though. But I know next to nothing about steeping times, so I probably just left it in water too long. Oh, eyes. Jeez. Size eyes. These are just a hairline. Medium painted. Eye. Ah! Sorry. My slip and oh, it's the worst sound. Knocked into my light there. Mm. I don't know why I did that. Okay, anyway. Worm time. I do want to tie one of these to the rubber worm. Oh. Cause maybe. Oh, kind of living in an area where the crime isn't too good. Cause I would really enjoy going to the store right now. The 24-hour stores on Dixie can be a little intense. Okay. Estes. Happy Sunday, y'all. 2:56 in the morning here in Southeast Florida. I'm gonna show you put this around the worm. Okay. Sorry. Became entranced by the frogs outside. I'm wondering what time sunrise is now. I wonder if like a wire ribbing would be a good idea on this. I don't know how. I mean, I know this stuff is so freaking sturdy, like all of it. But spillways, rocks, or razors. Oh. And for the head cement leaves, I also want to add the UV resin, and maybe I'll do it in white. I need to buckle down and get the shirt shoes. UV craft resin is the resin. UV craft is the brand. Desk is a wee bit of a mess. Gotta grab a cup for the feather. Ow! Feathers. It's just blanketed with feathers. Can't really find anything. Gosh. Alright, Dirty Harry, second attempt, but I'm trying to force myself to make two things, even if I'm not sure how to fish something just yet, because equal parts learning, but also trying to have some fishable tackle here. I do have a rod picked out, or a reel picked out, but I'm taking everything slow. On certain times, obviously. Yeah, I want to build the heads up a little more. Dirty Harry's. Trying to branch out a little bit and have like stuff for that intercoastal there. Not just bait fish. I have a strong tendency to stick to bait fish. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd probably eat that too, honestly. Maybe like a clam. Or like something with the tongue. I don't know. I think it's something eating a worm. Dirty Harry. Put that on the board of joy. Okay. I did sort feathers for some bait fish. Ooh. Egg MD. 2 years or core, lost the head. And then the TV resin and plus the lights. The resin. Hey Lou, I really appreciate that. For probably like 20 years now, I've said my biggest dream is to have a PBS show. But and this has spanned every like craft that I got into. During the pandemic though, everyone really started to engage in like old school crafts, which not complaining. No gatekeeper, because some like craft supplies were really difficult to find. Like I used to like doing a lot of needlepoint. That stuff is real hard to find. I'd have to find out at yard sales and thrift stores. But came back, and so that craft stuff is available a lot of places. Let me run real quick. But yeah, real quick, I'm gonna tie one of these. I just haven't figured out which color tinsel to throw on there. I'm gonna do white into yellow and then the red head. But it's called something leech, and it moves so nice. It's just two like marabou feathers tied as a collar. Looks like cousin it. Real quick. Yeet. Get that back in there. In the appropriate drawer. And if it does something, I will do. Well, I'm sure I will do something. But... oh. Where did all the energy go? It's been consecutively. I'm just gonna use these hooks, but I think the gap is a little modest. For all that marabou. Could do Aberdeen hook. Hey, Traveler. Hey, Michael. I really appreciate it. Yeah, glitter. I need to get my glitter. I think that's the last thing I have over at the other spot is my big old tin of glitter. Gosh, so long until the store is open. Well, there's 7-Eleven, but The only problem with Aberdeen's is, man, they bend, especially if you hook anything large. Well, you know what? 3. Try to get up early tomorrow, and I feel like if I keep staying up till 4 to 8 in the morning, I'm not gonna do so. So, let's see, maybe just hang up for a second as I look for a shrimp pattern. I'm trying to find a shrimp pattern, and there's endless seas of scrimps. Or water. Oh. Have you tried retracing yours? No, just kidding. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Dang, I know the feeling. Thankfully now I'm on linoleum flooring. I think that's what this is. Man, I gotta get more wax. I have made this so gnarly. Also gonna try to find or make a basket for the bottom. But I doubt I'm gonna... I need one that cooks to the clamp, that hooks to the... that connects to the vise. Because then for sure it'll be there. And I could just swing it over instead of remembering to put it under something cutting. Let me get back here. Got the feathers out. So I'll tie one of these right quick. Well, these ones are really just to brighten the center up a little bit. So I'm not too bummed about missing the fluff on them. But adding the yellow in between, man, it's like kind of makes it glow a little more. Under the green, which, freaking endless colors too. On top of endless materials, endless colors of endless materials. I got the wrong green. I just figured it was forest green. And my mom's like, that's not forest, that's emerald. I was like, Mom, I ordered the wrong green. And then I told her what green it was supposed to be, and she legit told me I should have known better. My mom went to school for textiles. When I was a kid, I was really into making clothes. My favorite show, like, at that time period. Like preteen years, I guess. It's Project Runway. But yeah, I really did like that show. Until they banned smoking on it, and then it was just kind of awkward. I really liked the people see just a lot more free. And clothes, like, we have to wear clothes, so that always has interested me. Until I saw too much, and I was like, it's like a friggin', I don't know. You know too much. You just see orgies everywhere. Floof. Yeah, let me put these feathers here. Got some freshies. But I think next time I get some strong hackle, I'm gonna get a shorter feather. I do like getting that fluff on the side a lot. I like when it's just like that. It always feels lucky for some reason. When it lands in the right spot. At least the desired spot, because I don't really know what the right spot is quite yet. Gotta fight with the feathers a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ, not that much though. Sorry. Oops, Ooh, it always feels like driving something. One more set of feathers. I'm not sure which plan I'm gonna go with yet because I have a few. Because there's one I want to do white and black stripes down it and use some of the Lady Amherst feathers. Or like so. But something like that. I don't know yet. I want to use these for the sides though. Something. Not sure which ones to go with. Oh, I'm so friggin' perturbed, I think. Wrong color. Forest green. It's like spring green. Come. Yeah, that's the one. Oh. Uh-oh. Found it. Okay. Let me snip these away because I cannot see a thing. Mm. Ow! Jeez! Alright. I'm gonna do some dubbing. I'm just gonna use this because it's right here. Just don't leave that blank. I think this was rather pointless. Anyways. So, bucktail. Yeah. Not exactly the green I was expecting. I was expecting a darker green. I mean, because what's... if this is lime and this is forest, come on, this can't be like nail colors, like where, what? That is so close. That is that son of a snatch. So you have to figure out what green, because I think I have enough for one more, maybe two more. Oh, my bucktail broke. It's like that ramp there. Mm, oh, my bad. Easy to enter a zone. So for the flash, I'll still throw some of these ripple fibers. Okay. The holographic flash on these fibers here is wild. Ow! One day I'll learn to keep that closed. Oh. Okay. No. Ow! Ooh. Gold. fill the blank when it folded. Almost have enough also. I'm not sure how effective the color combination will be, but that we'll see. It's like teal essentially, black and teal with chartreuse, which I've seen plenty, I'm sure. I got this tail that's the colors I just can't stop seeing with chartreuse. Like a few of these. I do like this flash blue, nice and thin like the hair tinsel, but slightly thicker, so I'm a little more comfortable adding more, I guess, than I would of the crystal flash, which gets a little crunchy. Hold on. Oops. Oh, it's so pretty. Just the materials alone are just really nice and satisfying to get to mess with. Just a few. Try to get one. It's not a huge deal. I just kind of wanted those on the side a little bit more. Oh, I could get so hung up on the dumbest shite, I swear it. Ah, okay. Okay. Done fiddling with that.
Jaime.
Hello. Nice. Alright. So I'm only gonna do one bunch on the bottom. Let's go. This one is really hard to pinch off of. Okay. Got a spot. Hi. Alright. Really nice screen. Let me get glue. He says that's quite easy. Easy, Matt. Okay. Orange. And this is from the bottom of the bucktail, so nice and thick. Wow. We weren't kidding. Wasn't kidding about the back of the bucktails. That was impressive. But I gotta taper or push that down a little bit. Alright. Oh, before this, I was trying to get a lot better with the bag and everything. Okay, now for our forest green, which is really like grass green. Oh, God. I thought it was gonna be dark. I can't find it. The green. I know it came in a hairline pack, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it came from a goodie bag, that dark green. Of course, Hairline's not the only one who puts out bucktail. But yeah, still looking for that. It's like emerald green, I guess. Motherfucking green! Oh. It's not the same, but it is very, very pretty much. God, every day I pray for a local flower shop to open. No one needs a Florida location. Come on. I'm running out of my house. Son of a snatch. Maybe if I didn't cut that like a freaking son of a snatch. It was freaking ruin it. Sorry. It's very relaxing. It's nice. God! I just mashed that a little bit. Alright. Oh shoot, eyes. Mm. Well, maybe instead of weight it, no, kind of like, do stick-on eyes instead of the lead eyes. I mean, it'd be there. Oh, sorry. Hey, Debo, I appreciate that. Oh, shoot. Let's see, let me scroll. Yeah, I really, really do enjoy it. I can't wait to start working on a trailer or something. I really like, I've always wanted to somehow see that world from my desk. So like, imagine this, you know those like little food trailers? So usually they just have hot dogs and like Cokes, one of those, and instead of the window, that's like your desk. Just a mobile office. Got space for a few things like that, and there's a few configurations I want to make. And I do want to do it in a way that, like, you know, either more on board or find other local vendors. Even not. It doesn't have to be fishing related. Could be anything. October starts the green markets again. There's one like tying festival in Vero, but that's like 2-3 hours north. So I'm guessing there's some form of scene up there. I was looking at Destin today. Now I understand. Really intensely awesome spot up there. Real nice spot. Every time I get one of those coastal angler magazines and there's some like a new record being broken or a record being broken is I guess it wouldn't be a new record if it was being broken. It's always Dustin. So it's in mind a lot. I never really looked at that area as close as it did today. Man, but yeah, trying to make plans with people, but like, I'll be real, I feel like they secretly want to talk about politics. Is that paranoia? Because I'm trying to make it painfully clear to the point I feel like cringy or annoying, like, well, you want to go fishing? Well, then I'm not interested. Just that type of attitude. But man, I always get stuck doing shit I don't want to do. God, life is only so long, so I don't do all that anymore. Learn the power of I'm good. Because, like, certain things are just, like, to me, I don't see them as fun. I see them as, like, money traps. Or just, like, not that into it. Why is it always, like, a bar or venue, but never, like, a pier or shoreline? Or why, when finally plans are in the works, does it devolve into some, like, bizarre conversation? Start looking some stuff up, because, like, that's why one reason too, it's really important to watch things from every direction, so at least you know, like, what other people are hearing. Like, if you have no other reason that you could think of, even though, like, I could think of a bunch, but, you know, not everybody watches the news all day, every day. I deeply regret, like, forming this habit. I mean, ignorance isn't bliss, but damn, I feel like it's the closest I got. I'm just kidding. Because, like, all these people are paid a lot of money to worry about it, and I'm paid no monies to worry about. No, I'm just kidding again. It's reaching those hours where my thoughts become a little sloppy. But I do like sloppy, especially sloppy food. I like stuff in a bowl that you could eat with a spoon. Oh. Ah, okay. That's it. It's a little lumpy, but that's, don't really want to mess up the head. Which, I really don't know where my thought process went. This is totally different from both, either ors that I wanted to tie, one with eyes, one without. But you know what? I like unplanned things also because unfortunately I don't have the experience to base a lot of tying off of. So it really is just throwing shit at a wall, basing off of pictures, videos. Don't have a lot of real world, like in hand experience. And like tarpon flies have been an interest of mine, but I couldn't really conceptualize the structure, how they were set up, like, because even if you can see a picture or hear instructions, like there's these like micro details, like how the feathers are tied in, like little tiny things. And I got some in the mail from a lot, and they were totally different than what I pictured based off of pictures, video, and recipes. And I don't know why I did this, but it's okay. Now I have like a half and half as far as this structure. I really meant for this to be like the butt end bait fish, and then stick the eyes here. But now we have yet another Christmas bird. But that's quite alright. Still put eyes on it, but I'm not gonna put the giant ones here like I wanted to. Anyhow, so it's 4. I think I'm gonna listen to some music and try to sleep. While I got a sweet new configuration, which eventually I do want to start tying like loads, so when the weather's cooler, you can stay out there longer, like without any need for shelter and ample materials, because the heat is really brutal. But this is the with eyes, and that was essentially what I was tying, but I wanted to do stick on eyes. Just kind of got lost in the last bit. But yeah, let me grab this phone. I really want to land on a shrimp though. I don't know why. It's like a year of picking out a shrimp pattern. So, hey, Traveler, I really appreciate that. Please never hesitate. They pile up, and I don't really have time or energy to get out there just yet. I started like trying to find some more comfortable clothes, because man, if you're wearing the wrong fabrics and you get wet, there's the right fabrics where you'll dry off like in 2 seconds, even if you're getting continuously wet. But unless like whatever you're wearing is out of that fabric, like jeans for some reason, or for example, denim jeans probably wouldn't be the best thing to wear shoreline fishing. That sounds dreadful and like constricting sandpaper. But the quick dry stuff, and I found quite a few pairs. It's just like the sizing, I'm never quite sure, and I can't figure out any local places that even sell like outdoor clothes. Tuppence has some like UV shirts and stuff like that, but I really need pants. Got enough shirts and jackets, pants, and there's not. Everything's online. And like even when I was a kid, there wasn't really like adventure clothes shops, sporting goods stores, but our county doesn't even have a Bass Pro. Might be getting one out west, which close enough, and that will be that, because they will definitely have quick dry clothing. But yeah, well, I hope y'all have a beautiful evening. I'm probably gonna pop on during the day tomorrow to try to ensure an earlier stream. We'll probably still end up doing like the 2 to 4 in the morning stream. However, I will also I always mean to do that during the day, but then I get just too caught up because I have time and stuff, like a huge window during the day, and before like that window closes later on in the day, and then by the time that window reopens, I'm freaking zonked out. So I gotta just plan things better. I have a hard time keeping myself on task, and unfortunately it is just me. So it's a little blend of keeping busy and keeping out of La La Land. So it goes pretty alright, I guess. But damn, I can't believe I did that to the face. I mean, I could see like angle it maybe with resin. Probably not. Big old head. I could also see where these would go. Oh yeah. Next time I'm putting these, it'll be under this top materials, but it'll be like a vent or something. But yeah. Anyways, not too sure. I guess I'm not too sure of much of anything. Just trying to stay off my phone, really. My friends list on Facebook most people at this point, like last year, I've kind of just been, I don't really remove people from Facebook. They could choose to leave if they'd like to, but I been just pretty much adding a lot of random people. I had it public for a second because I didn't feel like doing a page or anything. And I've just had Etsy's pretty much my whole life, so I just kind of post little things I've made. But I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, happy trails, y'all. Hope y'all have it. Hey, no fucks, no frills, no mercy. Good morning indeed. I am hoping to start getting up early now that the weather's gonna be a little more decent for the stuff I gotta do outside. Like move a bunch of cinder blocks is probably the first one, but I'm trying to figure out stuff to do with it. I know grow boxes, but I'm not doing that. I'm trying to think of something else. Maybe grow box. There's a huge stack, and I gotta store them, and I'm like trying to figure out a way to store them that's also usable. Or oh, I just stack them and then put a piece of wood on top, and there's a table, which solves two problems. Probably won't last very long unless something's in the center of it. The wood, I mean. Or glass. There's a ton of glass. Stack of glass. And PVC pipe, which I really want to make like a few huts for that, because there's some stuff that I gotta store outside and the sun just eats it away. So if I make a hutch for the stuff to slide under and put some of the PVC pipe to use, because now it is sentimental PVC pipe. I've had many people trying to get rid of it yet, and I've had to tell many people that if you fuck with the PVC pipe, I'll fuck with your face. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have to tell that to anybody yet. Just kidding. I think one person told me to put it under the house so it wasn't in the way. It's not in the way though. It's in a very organized pile. But if anybody has any PVC pipe ideas, got a ton of it, and I really want to put it to use. I was thinking like different holders and stuff like that, and that. Yeah, no fucks. I'm also tied to these dirty Harrys, which these I might throw in. I have to send some stuff. I gotta go in town. This one I have most hopes for. I feel like, but this one's a little more dead on proportion wise. This one, I knew I was cutting the wormhole too long, but could always make it shorter. But do like how I'm not too sure what to expect from this, like how to expect it to move and stuff. I should drop it in this water, but I feel like the fish in that intercoastal must be little weirdos, and they're gonna love the heck out of this. I'm not sure what it's supposed to signify. This must have been used for ritualistic purposes. I feel like a History Channel archaeologist for a second. But I'm not sure what it's supposed to depict or imitate. In my mind, it's a scrimp or something like that eating a worm. Or it's a bait fish that has a parasitic worm leaving its body or entering it. Anywho, ooh, ow. I wish the phone worked outside. I mean, I haven't tried that yet, but anyways. And this one, I was gonna add lead eyes to the other ones, but then last minute didn't want that. I was gonna put big ol' eyes on it. Totally forgot. And now it kind of have an amalgamation shape. That's okay. Might try to build this up with UV resin and add the eyes. Maybe red eyes or something. I don't know. But I remember to put there's just 2 yellow feathers in the center of it, and when it's wet, it like really glows. I really, really like it. Hey, Donis! Let's see. Wow, that's nice. Wow. I didn't hear anything bad come out of UK or anything. There's like over 1 million people, right? It always blows my mind when like huge amounts of people assemble and like relatively nothing goes wrong. There might be fights and some heart attacks and stuff like that, but nothing like chaotic. When I was a kid, the only huge event that is in this area that I can think of is Sunfest. Man, it gets congested. Those kind of events, like I can't even enjoy it because I'm just like thinking of escape routes the whole time. It's like, man, I was on this barge once. A Sky Vodka barge, and this thing is moving, and people were like just partying their arses off, and everything like just got scarier as you looked around. Like everything became heavy looking and like crushing looking. Like the tent thing, like the pavilion, like big canvas tent. Like if this thing failed, this thing's drowning us all. And but you know, nothing around. and those barges, like they fit a lot of people because a lot of people spend a shit ton of money to get on those things for these armbands to drink copious amounts of vodka, Sky vodka. It was very strange. They had a full bar thing, but then they had like these like tables that just had like a few bottles on it and like really eager people behind it. I don't know. That's when I realized that I actually could not drink alcohol and I only thought I could. Because before getting there with some old friends of mine, they drank 3 bottles of like sparkling wine, champagne, but it's not made in champagne, so sparkling wine. I I was looking for escape plans, but also nap spots, and that's when I ran into a friend who thankfully was heading out. And you know, it's a sea of people. You have to pay like 18 bucks to go to the bathroom. So, one year was really fun. No Doubt played, and when I was a kid, I was I was very in love with that lady. She climbed, I was like very young, on my dad's back young, but she climbed up the scaffolding and like her shoelace got caught or something. Man, I really appreciate that. Russell, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. I wonder what could be in feathers. Maybe what like insects eat. Because if like they're eating something, that means they could like sense it and smell it. Maybe that could affect people. Pretty good at honest. Tied some dirty hairs in this hair thing. Which, not too much flash, but still trying to find that happy medium of like too much and not enough. And sometimes it pretty much shocks me, like. Oh, the scrap of leather's still in there. Like this has a ton of flash. The marabou one was my favorite today, I think. But you really get like soak up that water a little bit. The flash, and I tied this one forever ago. There's like a bunch of things I do different, but the flash is killer. And it's a bit much, but man, do I like looking at this. Ethereal. Yeah, that flash combination, just holographic silver with pearl. Pearl like makes it glow like it's electric. Let me grab this one. This is just basically tied in around. It swims nice. Yeah, it swam nice earlier. And these were just ones that I was totally unsure about because I've never seen them swim, so I've never tied any more of them. And it still isn't seeing them swim, but could trim the stuff. But I need heavier wire so I can steer it better. Yeah, but this one I tied like months and months and months ago. Both of them. Just never seen them move. anything decent on this? Oh, guess it's a good time to see. You know, I haven't even tested one of these heads. I guess it's not too surprising. I want to do flat wings so bad. It's like when this is, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. See how, like, it's not like a slurpy, just a slurped, body like an eel, which is nice. But I just want to bulk your heads without having to tie bulkheads, because I'm not the best with the bucktail yet. Got the head getting bulkier. Real stoked on that. Impossibly so, honestly. That is probably going to be what I'm focused on for a while now. Nice. I didn't structure the head exactly how I wanted, but I really, man, I haven't even got to put in water yet, because sometimes I get just tie happy, I guess. But even though didn't get the dark green, I'm not even that upset about it at all now, because the flow of the green into that, I really like it. So, sweet. Definitely gonna be tying more of these and maybe some more color combinations. Well, definitely more color combinations. Maybe like white with kind of a yellowish head and red on the bottom. I did order a pack of red mallard flanks. Well, I did get one more lot on eBay, but the reason why I grabbed it is because I was going to order a pack of red mallard flanks and flank feathers, and it had like a big pack. I would have just gotten a small pack, and the big pack, the whole lot was $20 free shipping. And it came with a ton of stuff. I mean, kind of on cloud. Like, materials wise, you know, do a lot with $20 on eBay, that's for sure. Anyways, I really words cannot describe. The only thing I really want now is a pack of yellow hackle feathers, because I do want to do 2 yellow with the green on the outside, the grizzly. But anyway, I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. If there's any patterns or color combinations, please don't hesitate. That helps a lot. I would rather like be challenged by unfamiliarity, I guess, than like you know, like a good example would be somebody wanted to get earrings and a bracelet for their girlfriend, and asked what color combination, and he said red, black, and blue. And I was like, whoa, I don't know why I haven't done that yet. And I was like, what color red, what color blue? I didn't ask him that. But after a few like digging through bins and boxes of beads and things, I came like one of my favorite pairs of earrings and favorite bracelets I ever made came about that, and it was a color combination I wouldn't have chose, and yeah, so it's worth more than gold. Recommendations, but anywho, we're all stoked on this, and yeah. Hope y'all have a beautiful evening. Oh, I'll check the Discord right now. Yeah, I have a few things to post there. Keep meaning to. Slowly creeping out of like the staring at walls, the mood I've been in, I guess. But and trying to clean out the computer a little bit so that works. It works. It just, man, it's slow. And then I end up picking up my phone again. But I could type a lot more on the computer, so it's easier to sometimes typing on this screen is a huge, there's not like a bevel around the screen, it's just straight screen, and ooh, I don't like it. And the amount of typos and like the type of thing after you like hit send, it's a bad experience all around. So I've been trying to stick to the computer. I can type more and that more way communicate more rather than and you're not looking as far down as usually when I'm on my phone. But anyways, I hope y'all have a beautiful day and a fantastic evening. I'm gonna probably stick with these because that's all I'm gonna be able to think about tonight. But if I don't force myself to sleep, I'm never going to. I tried to stay up, and I was gonna go to sleep at like 8 p.m. to reset my sleep schedule. I did not make it. So